to do something and we will start the game. This game. Alright, there it is. Sorry. Just had to do some things. Oh, that's fun. I heard an echo and that scared the shit out of me. Sorry about that. That was awkward. But yeah. We're back to playing Seduce Me because sitting time is the best time to do anything. Also, it is the best thing ever. Yes, let's continue on, shall we? I almost hit new game. Last we met off, we met our favorite bitch Diana, who we all love and support, even though she's a bitch. I opened my eyes to see a woman staring down at me with this sly smirk on her face. I opened my mouth to scream in fright, but a hand quickly covered my mouth. I always had the hardest time understanding why I never liked this photo. Like, props to the artist, but then, yeah, I just realized...
No screaming now. Too early, silly girl.
Michaela! Why do you have such an amazing voice? I can only stare up at the woman above me. I've still felt weak, not having the strength to move or fight her off. What was going on, and why was she here? She wants to steal your man.
Why do the boys like you? You're unique, yes, but that can't be all that you have going for you.
I mean, would you like to hear the trauma? Rage began to consume my core again. This woman, whoever she was making me mad. She must have known. And she let out another smirk on her face.
Ooh, you're feisty. That could be why.
I mean, you can see how feisty I am. You can see that. Before I could bite her hand in anger, she removed her hand from my lips, standing up and staring down at me from her place next to my bed. Sorry, I had to take something out. Like, sexy fucking music. I quickly sat up and glared daggers at the intruder. She was very beautiful, but I felt more anger than amusement. Are you sure about that? Who the hell are you and why are you in my room? Honey, you are a simp. That's all you ever need to know. The woman began to laugh, making the rage inside me increase. I wanted to push her, but I waited for her answer.
How silly of me. I forgot that we demons are not well known of in your world. You can call me Diana, little human.
Hi. Diana, demon. You're a demon.
I am, but I'm much more than just an average demon.
Sorry. What do you mean?
Silly girl. I'm a succubus.
Of course we get dragged into this bullshit of impending whatever the fuck. I stared at Diana in shock. A succubus, first incubi, and now a succubus. Great. I had now met both genders of sex demons. True. Diana crossed her arms under her bosom and looked at my body.
Well, you are pretty.
Bisexual?
But you seem very reckless. Too reckless.
You're not wrong there, buddy. I moved out and stood from the bed, still glaring at Diana. Why are you here?
Oh, I just wanted to see who my competition was.
I'm sorry, what? Competition?
For the boys, of course.
Oh, fuck.
They don't belong here, and yet here they remain. I want to know why, and remedy this little issue.
No, fuck. I understand the reason, but fuck off. This girl was seriously pissing me off. Issue? What issue? They wanted to stay here so they can.
Silly, uneducated human.
Fuck off.
You don't understand the important roles these boys play in the abyssal planes. You keeping them here is practically imprisonment.
And yet none of them chose you. You have about 10 seconds to leave.
Is that a threat? How cute. What are you going to do? Kill me?
I can throw you into a lake and have your boy toy run after you. And if I do?
You barely have the strength to stand, little human. I can rip the rest of your energy out and knock you into a coma. You'll never be able to wake up again.
Okay, true. Touch me and I'll...
Enjoy every minute of it.
Kayla, I sometimes forget how good your fucking voice is. And I will forever hate you for that. I felt my body freeze and heat up in almost painful haze. My mind began to feel fuzzy as Diana stepped to me and caressed my cheek. Oh, fuck. Hi.
Now, you're going to listen to everything I say without any questions. Got it?
No. Hello, friend. Oh, hello, my beautiful mod. Diana, A, I'm a brat. 2, fight me. I nodded.
Good.
Fuck.
I plan to bring the boys back to the abyssal planes. Why? So that I can take my place as queen of their realm. They have no reason to be here in this silly little world, so I'm going to make sure they return home. Okay, Pumpkin?
Again, I understand your reasoning, but do you have to be a bitch? I nodded but growled. My rage couldn't be concealed despite the hold I was under. You evil bitch.
Call me evil all you want, dearie. I'm not evil. You're just in my way.
I still want to throw hands with you. But I get it. Because some people they're the hero, but to their story, other people they're the villain, which I understand. I still want to throw hands! I felt Diana lean into my ear and whisper, making me unconsciously shiver in both pleasure and annoyance. Is Mika, who's like the canon name for this character, a bisexual? Is that a thing? Like, please?
Now, be a good little human and go to bed. I'll make sure they're gone before you get home tomorrow from school, so make sure to say goodbye in the morning.
You didn't erase my memory of this. Let my body move on its own to lay in bed in the covers itself with my bedsheet. I glared at Diana the entire way down. Diana laughed at my fealty. I'll get you. I mean...
Oh, please do.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. All of a sudden, her voice deepened and became colder and demonic, sending a violent, scared shiver down my spine. Her red eyes practically illuminated in the darkness of my room as she glared at me. Bitch, your lights are on. And 2, kind of forgot Diana's eyes are red.
Give me a reason to make your life a living hell.
I'll give you a better offer. You can fuck me. I'll give you that offer. I gritted my teeth, trying to fight back against the hold on me. She couldn't have been that tough. She needed energy to survive, right? I'm sure she couldn't had enough to hold me down forever. Diana then laughed and returned to normal.
Oh, and make sure you don't tell the boys I was here. I want my visit to be a surprise.
Either one of them's going to find out, cough cough Damien, or I'm going to tell them. Either way, they're finding out. I'm saving. Y'all can tell I have an annoyance for Diana. But at the same time, I love the bitch to death. But, bitch, I'm telling them. I felt a hold on me disappear, allowing me to sit up and practically growl at Diana in rage. What's stopping me?
Then you must not care about your friends and family as much as you care for the boys.
She got me there! I stopped and stared. What did she mean by that? Was that a threat to my family? Diana smirked at me, knowing the confusion behind my eyes.
Let's just say that if you tell the boys about me, I'll make sure that no one will care for you, and you'll be all alone in this little house until the day you die.
Forgot you can hear her demon voice in that, but goddamn, I don't know what's scarier. You were the demons who threatened the same thing. I could feel fear creeping into me. Alone? How could she do that? The word demon reverberated in my mind, reminding me that what I was facing off against was something supernatural. A human with a shield versus a devil was one thing. A human on her own versus a demon was another.
Have a good night.
Fuck you! Within that, Diana sank to the floor through a magical purple pentagram, which disappeared as her head vanished within the floor. Pentagrams are not evil. I don't know why everyone assumes that. I couldn't believe it. I had one problem, and now I had another. Instead of a crazy psycho devil who wanted to kill me and the boys, I had a succubus wanting to ruin my life and take the boys away. Could it get any worse? Yes! No, I wasn't going to let her win. She's not as powerful as she looks. I know it. Then why the fuck have you not gotten out of bed? I had to mentally confirm it. She wasn't going to win. The boys wanted to stay with me. I let out a sigh before closing my eyes, affirming my plan of action. No matter what she was going to do, I was going to beat her. Are you sure about that? Eventually, the morning arrived and the sun screamed at me to get up. Surprisingly, I woke up before my alarm once again, which was nice. I stretched out and quickly got dressed, getting ready for school. She expects me to say goodbye to the boys. I will say good morning, and I will see them when I come back. There's no way I'm going to say goodbye. Hello. Jesus Christ. I skipped my bag and headed downstairs to the dining room, seeing the boys already eating a delicious selection of food. The smell made my stomach growl wildly, and the sight of the food drew me to walk further into the room.
Good morning, miss. Did you sleep well?
No. Before I could lie, hiding the incident in the back of my mind, Damien buried her eyebrows and stopped eating.
She's here.
Fuck! I told you, this man will know before we even have to say anything. Why were you thinking about it? The boys looked at Damien with confusion while I cursed his ability silently in my mouth.
Damien, what's up with you? Of course she's here. She kinda owns the house.
Oh, you confused precious boys. Damien looked at me, wanting to explain for him. However, the threat that Diana gave me last night warned me to keep my mouth shut. Fuck it. Try me, bitch. Again, as much as I shit on Diana, I understand why she did it, because it is explained more in the second game. But I understand why she did it. But damn, you a bitch. Damien pressed his lips into a fine line. The other boys looked at me with a raised eyebrow. A girl named Diana came by last night.
Diana? Is she important?
I don't know. I forgot her real name. Isaiah? I think that's her real name.
Did she try to hurt you?
Shot at cannon, and yes. I'm kidding. She's a succubus. The music cue! My god. Again, I fucking love this game for every, like... My Twitch not loading is... Enjoy. You get to suffer, my dear friend. That single word made the boys stop and stare at me. I looked at each boy, unsure what was going through their minds. Should I have avoided it? No. Snapchat, please shut up.
So, she's come to try and bring us back.
Yeah.
She must really be desperate.
Mm-hmm. And not the I want to take over everything. It's the threat of something hanging above her head, desperate.
Well, what should we do now?
Nothing. She'll give up eventually.
Are you sure about that?
Will she?
Yeah. Boys continue to look at me if I knew the answer to that question. Damn it, Damien. Yeah, exactly. She said if I told you she would make my life a living hell. She can't possibly do that, right? She's not a devil. Well...
No, she isn't. However, she is a very powerful demon.
Mm-hmm.
She's a master of mind manipulation and has been trained in illusion. Unlike other demons who use strength to get power, she uses her charisma.
What does she have, like a plus 10?
She has the power to make armies bow to her and obey her every whim. That's why she's so obsessed with us.
She's not obsessed. She's not. She's doing what she thinks is right. What? What do you mean?
Well, she sort of has family ties to us. She was promised to marry one of us in exchange for more power.
Okay, no offense, but the person who she has is cuter. I will say that right here, right now.
She's just some whacked up hussy who doesn't know how to close her legs. She's not a real threat.
God damn it, Sam. Cannon, I think he might have just killed us.
Oh, really? I feel insulted.
I love how instantly terrified looks gives no fucks. No fucks. Boys and I looked around the room, wondering where that voice came from. I felt a cold sweat run down my back of my neck and through, remembering what kind of power she had. Fuck, Michaela. Why is Diana so attractive? Like, fuck, she's attractive.
So, you took up a human name as well.
Beautiful name, isn't it? Well, for a human name, anyway.
That is very true.
What the hell do you want?
Cannon, shut up.
To bring you back, of course. However, you weren't supposed to know that I was coming. I completely forgot about that little mind-reading ability.
So either,
My mistake.
literally, no matter which one you choose, they're going to find out about Diana. Which I think is inevitable, because our character doesn't know how to fucking not think about other things. Diana pushes off from the archway, walking towards us, making the boys step close to me in a protective circle. Diana laughs.
My. What has the world come to? A group of demons protecting a human girl? I'll tell you right now, she's not that pretty. And from what I can tell, she's still a virgin.
Okay, fuck. Okay, bitch, I'm still a more powerful demon than you. My face grew red in complete anger and embarrassment. How dare she? Oh, hell no. I don't know what happens, because I usually always, because I've not fucking played this game forever. I stepped up gently, pushing the boys away to face Diana. I was furious, and she was about to feel my wrath. You are in my house, you are an intruder, you have no power here.
Oh, really? Do I have to remind you of the power I have, dear?
With a snap of her fingers, my mind suddenly locked up and I felt blank. I could feel the world around me, but I lost control of my body. The boys quickly reformed around me, with James gripping onto Diana's wrist in anger.
You will leave this instant.
I forgot how good the voice actors are in this, even though it's been a week.
Or what? You'll kill me? I completely dare you to.
No, because then you'll send your circle to come kill us, which I guarantee they can and will not hesitate to do.
Let me do it. I could use the workout.
Shut it, Cannon. Actually, yeah, shut it.
Don't.
The boys looked at Damien while Diana smirked in my blank state. I wanted to fight this hold, but her power held me down.
And why not?
She wants us to kill her. If she dies, then civil war starts in the demon world.
It's already started, my guy. It has already started. Why do you think the second game literally involves around a war? The shit has already started.
Very good, sweetie.
Diana, I want to throw hands with you.
What happens in the demon world doesn't concern us anymore. We live here now.
Are you sure about that?
The demons will come to the human world, and hunt us down before attacking each other.
Fuck. Okay. The demons will come to the human world all because of her. Yeah. Because A, Diana is hot. 2, her demon fort is smoking hot. 3, simps. That's all these people are to Diana. Just a bunch of simps who falls for a charismatic piece of shit. No offense, Diana. Actually, no offense, Michaela.
Sneaky bitch.
Me and Sam had the same reaction. With another snap of Diana's fingers, I released her hold, almost buckling to my knees.
Well, will you all change your minds? I assure you, it's for the greater good.
She's not wrong, but the way she's bringing this in makes her seem like it's more of an evil tactic. I expected the boys to say no, but what I heard was complete silence. None of the boys replied to Diana, which made me both nervous and fearful as to why Diana leaned her head back a bit, surprised for a different reason. Which is what? Oh shit. For what reason?
No. Well, I see.
Go ahead, I know you're going to fuck with me. But again, some other force also likes to fuck with me as well. Was silence truly them saying no to her? I looked around the boys and saw the disobedience in their eyes giving me my answer. I felt my heart flutter, especially when my eyes landed on James. He kept close to me, glaring daggers into Diana. I could feel that he was completely amended to his choice to stay. Yay! Oh no, I just remembered something from another route. I didn't know what, but I was incredibly happy to know that he wanted to stay. Diana sighed and pressed a finger to her temple, rubbing it gently.
Either
Good.
all of you are playing a very convincing hard-to-get game, or you all must be out of your minds.
I would assume it's a little bit of both, you crazy bitch. Again, I loved who saw Diana in the first game, but the second one, my god. Diana then looked at me, locking our gaze with mine as if to read me. I could tell she wanted me to do something, but the boys would not stop her. So the only stare was her only available reaction. After a small moment of silence, I thought that said moan. Diana licked her lips before breaking the gaze battle and smiling to the boys around me. Oh shit! What do you plan on doing, you psychotic bitch?
Very well. I guess I'll take my leave now.
What are you gonna go do next? Fucking hang me? What? Her leave? Was she serious? The boys around me straightened up and grew confused looks on their face as Diana stepped back and away from them with a small bow flaunting her cleavage. Oh! Shit! Without another word, a purple pentagram appeared on her feet and Diana's body slowly sinking to the floor. As her head vanished onto the floor, the pentagram vanished. At once, the boys relaxed and slowly began to return to their spots at the table, each in deep thought.
She'll be back, but she won't kill us. She needs us alive.
In what fucking way does this bitch need you alive? To be completely honest, I see, but, you know, body is a lot better, especially since your dad is an egotistical prick.
Whatever. We'll just keep saying no. She can't force us to come back.
Not unless she rolls in after 20.
She can't do anything but annoy us. Eventually, she'll give up.
Give her a d20. Let's see how it goes.
That's the hope, anyway.
Hopefully. James walked over to me and gently caressed my cheek, looking at me with a comforting smile.
There's no need to worry. I promise she won't hurt you.
I am a lonely bitch. I nodded, feeling that he was telling the truth, or at least hoping and comforting the thought. James kissed my forehead over, making me blush and forget what I was thinking about. Oh no, I forgot about what happens next. The sound of collective chuckles and playful snickers whispered through the air, making me blush even more. But the sudden growl that erupted from the men above me made the laughter stop. My god! He's the kinkiest one, so it makes sense. I couldn't see James's face, but I can tell he was glaring at his brothers with his lips on my head. He and I pulled away from each other just as the sound of Naomi's car appeared. I ate my food, waved to the boys, and left, confident that nothing was going to happen. Never say never that nothing will happen. happen before the day is over. Oh, honey. Honey, you've done fucked up. Prepare for hell. I avoid talking about the ride back home yesterday, saying that the ride was a one-time thing. My riding with you guys are now on to and from school. The girls seemed very happy we entered the school, quickly gathering our things from our locker and heading to class. There was no event to our surprise. However, history wasn't exactly fun, but our teacher was great. At least he would have been great if he was in class that day. Naomi and Zuzu took their seats around me, Zuzu in front, Naomi beside me. Before the class bell rang, the teacher was greeted by the dean. Oh no. Oh no. Why do you keep being there?
Students, you'll be having a substitute for class today. Everyone meet.
It's fucking Diana. Oh, that's terrifying. Is that just one or two? Oh, that sealed my fate. Oh god, there's a couple. Oh shit. That has just sealed my fate. Oh god. Oh! That's not a fun thing to see. Okay, I'll do this later.
Miss Diana.
Fuck, but also her music is. Yep. My heart stopped. At the door was, with the dean was Diana, looking over the students and smirking as her eyes landed on me. She strutted to the teacher's desk, ignoring or welcoming the whispers from other students before sitting on the wood and crossing her legs.
Thank you, Dean. You can go now.
Fuck your magic. Fuck your magic, you bitch. With a wave of Diana's hand, the dean left the classroom, closing the door, and left the area. Diana smiled at us, making my stomach turn. What was she going to do?
So, history. History. Such a silly thing, isn't it? I mean, what do we care about the past? We're in the present.
That is true. Also, history classes mostly do not teach students what they need to be taught, so honestly, for once, I agree with her. Not for, like, it's the past thing, but when you think about it, there's history that schools really do not teach students that need to be taught. They just really glance over it and don't mention anything else about it unless it gives America kind of that perfect image. The rest of the class, including Naomi and Zuzu, hesitantly nodded in agreement, unsure if this new teacher was willing to listen to more of what she had to say.
The present is so full of wonderful things. While the labors of the past are the reason we have many things, it is our chance and privilege to utilize what has been given to us.
Her chime was almost an infection. The class was practically starting to eat out of her hand. I looked around to see classmates grinning and agreeing with Diana. I pressed my lips together as I listened further. I had no choice. Simps.
What's even funnier about human beings is that some of the bits of history we hear as either made up or completely biased to one side.
Yeah.
It's like a story you read as a child.
Yep. That 100%. Histories are fucking biased.
You hear
at least in the United
princess
States.
And the prince, and they live happily ever after. But what about the family she left behind? What of her friends?
The students listened and agreed intently to words. I could tell, however, that these words were targeted at me. Yeah. Diana is just such a good... In the sense, she's such a good manipulator. But at the same time, she's someone who you can definitely, like... She could definitely rally a crowd to fight.
The original story of The Little Mermaid. A perfect example of biased opinion. Here we have a girl who thinks she can be with this prince, but this prince has to marry a princess.
Oh, if we're talking about the original Little Mermaid, it is a very fucked up tale that I know about.
What would happen if the mermaid had her way? What makes the mermaid so important that the princess has to suffer the consequences?
With the original story of The Little Mermaid, it goes as follows: that Ariel did meet a prince on land that she had fallen in love with just by looking at him, which is very stupid, but it's whatever. But then she goes to Ursula, or the Sea Witch, and she gets her legs, but with every step, it feels like she was walking on glass and everything hurt. And while the prince didn't outright love her and married a princess, Ariel's sisters cut off their hair and gave it to the sea witch for a knife. Because originally, in the original story, Ariel was going to die if she did not marry the prince instead of turning into Ursula's or the sea witch's slave. So the sisters got this knife and they said, kill the prince and you can return to us, or if you don't, die. So Ariel takes the knife and she almost does kill the prince, but due to the love that she had for him, doesn't do it and throws herself into the ocean, where she turns into sea foam. And her spirit is known to watch over the ocean. The rest of the class turned their heads to me. Naomi and Susie looked at me with equally surprising looks. I kept my eyes on Diana. Yeah, I know a lot about the Brother Grimm stories, or the dark truths behind most Disney stories. So I'm sorry if I sometimes ramble about them, but it's just a very cool thing that I know about. If I was the mermaid, I wasn't going to let the princess take my prince away. But he's not yours. He was already married. Diana stared at me before smiling and turned her body to fully face me.
Oh? And why does it not matter?
The story isn't about the princess. The story is about the mermaid and the prince. You shot too far. It really is not.
But that is exactly my point. While the story talks about the mermaid and the prince's romance, we don't see the problems of the kingdom the prince rules.
She's not wrong.
We are all fixated with this love
Whoops.
story.
Oh shit, we gotta add that.
Ignore the fact the kingdom would fall apart without the marriage between the prince and princess.
If you guys aren't getting the gist, Diana is talking about her kingdom and the boys' kingdom. She kept her eyes on me as she spoke. I knew she wanted to make her words too stuck in my head, but I didn't listen. It was only one to be a fictional story. It was another to try and ruin someone else's life for selfishness. She's not being... Actually, shit, that's important. Hold up, sorry. Sorry, it was a notification for something I had to. Diana chuckled and looked back at the class.
Well, luckily in the real story of the Little Mermaid, the mermaid knows that what she was doing was wrong, and she threw herself into the ocean, turning into sea foam.
Diana, she knew what she was doing was wrong, and also you were missing a huge chunk of when the sisters had to cut their hair to give to the sea witch to get a knife, which she was supposed to have requested to kill him with. So then... I'm saving this. Oh my god. I'm so angry. I'm so angry because they keep... Love her to death, but Jesus Christ. Diana, I'm going to throw hands. Some of the students that surrounded me mumbled in surprise, obviously not knowing the real story, which is true. Most people don't know that a lot of the Disney stories have a darker tone to them, especially off the top of my head, I know Sleeping Beauty is a very fucked up one. But however, Diana was wrong again. That is not true. Once again, the class looked at me, and Diana faced me with another smile.
Not true. How so?
The trade-off to become human was marrying the prince or turn to sea foam. However, she was also given the choice to kill the prince and turn back into a mermaid. The mermaid didn't because she loved him and sacrificed herself for that love. You're missing the points about the sisters, because it is actually very important, because it also shows the sacrifice that the sisters are willing to make with their luscious hair. That is a story worth telling, not some princess getting her way, but of a tragedy that had befallen on a girl who only wanted love. The class applauded me with Zuzu giving me another punch to my shoulder and Naomi smiling at my logic. However, Diana finally grew almost an angry face at me.
Interesting. So what you are saying is that the princess should be given no mind.
She should. Diana, enough with the imagery. I know what the fuck you're doing. The story is not about the princess. The story is about the mermaid and the... Wait, huh? The story is about the mermaid, and the mermaid should have gotten her prince.
Even at the risk of a kingdom falling apart?
Again, this is slightly going into spoilers, because again, the second game literally involves around the war between the two of them. But Diana is talking to herself when she refers to the princess. Her kingdom and the boys' are going to start a full-on war if she does not get back and marry. If she does not bring back one of the boys, and marry them. Which is why she is so hell-bent. And this is a very small spoiler, so I'm so sorry. But again, it is also the hugest plot point. Her family gets killed. Her mom and her dad, who she cares deeply about, but I'm not, get killed during the raid that happens. Intentionally, depending on which route you choose, the second you return back with Diana, and then a couple of months into the boys' stories is when you find out what happens to her family. Even if the entire world fell apart around them, duty doesn't rule over love, and the princess needed to realize this. I'm sorry. I'm with Diana at this point. I think even Michaela wanted, or probably, I'm not sure. I'm not Michaela, who's the creator of this game, but my god, I want to hit my character. The plot that followed had intensified with looping and hollering. I felt a wave of confidence roll through my body. Diana wasn't going to win, and I was not going to let her. Diana stopped talking and looked at the clock at the wall. Reading it quickly, the class had barely begun. Why was she looking at the time? Diana leaned against the blackboard and smiled to us. I became worried.
You know what? School isn't important. Everyone, go ahead and head home. Take the week off.
Shit, I love that. Students began to chat happily or in confusion at the situation. Many thought it was a dream come true. Others knew better. Before anything could protest, however, Diana pressed a finger to her lips and counted down with her fingers in the air. 3, 2, 1. The speaker in the classroom gently awoke, giving us an announcement we would never believe.
Attention students. Due to an emergency faculty meeting, we will be closing school for the remainder of the day and this entire week. Please leave the school quickly and quietly and have a good rest of the week.
God, the amount of people that probably the amount of students that were going to have wet dreams over Diana in this is ridiculous. She used her power on them. Damn it. I felt the need to stop her, but how could I stop a demon in the middle of a public area? Diana smiled before gesturing at the door.
Have a nice week off. School will resume next week.
God, honestly, I wish this would fucking happen. Many students filled out chatting to each other about the new impromptu plans. Susie was beyond happy, but Naomi was hesitant before we could pack up. However, Diana stepped to us.
Excuse me, little miss. I'd like you to stay a little while. There's something we need to discuss.
Hi! As Diana looked at Susie and Naomi, she snapped her fingers, making my friends tense up.
You two can head home. Don't worry about your friend until next week, okay? If you contact her, she won't reply, so don't bother. If she contacts you, ignore her, because she's just fine.
Yeah, how's my social anxiety, so thanks. I'm kidding. As if on command, Zuzu and Naomi left the room. Oh god, that's terrifying. I tried to march after them, but Diana stepped in my path, warning with her eyes that if I followed, there would be hell to pay. I had lost two of my two friends, at least for a week. Diana and I were alone, just like she wanted. I slammed my hands on the desk in front of me and glared at Diana. What are you doing? What are you thinking?
What? Do I not make a good teacher? I figured you should have a little lesson, so I took matters into my own hands.
What lesson? Whatever you're trying to do won't work.
You really think so, dear? And what makes you so sure about that?
You know, it's not like I have a prince of fucking hell on my side, or the abyssal plane if you think about this terminal. Oh shit, that was almost bad. What was making me so sure? Why was I confident? Were the boys worth this? Yes! My thoughts began to fill with doubt. All the uncertainties about what the ordeal began to cloud my mind. If the boys were ever found out, there would be hell to pay. Was it worth it? What about Diana? What would she do to me? I mean, feed her to the hellhounds, make you a demon, or sleep with her. The fact that I remember that is hilarious. Would she make my parents forget about me completely? Was she trying to ruin my friend's life out of spite? No, but someone else would. In my gut, I felt the stones of confidence, tried to fight back, but the heaviness of my thoughts began to dissolve that stone little by little. What was going on with me? I looked up at Diana once again to see her gaze boring into my eyes. She was using her powers on me this time. I was away from home, so I couldn't escape. Or could I? Did I want to? The way she stared at me made me feel warm and fuzzy inside my chest. I felt like melting. Diana lifted her hand under my chin and ran her thumb over my lips, licking her own. I could feel little shots of energy zip from under my skin to my chin where she had held me. Uh-oh.
Now, let's have a little taste of that sweet, virginal sexual energy.
Diana knows where to hit! I watched as she leaned in, ready to kiss me and check my energy. Half of my body felt what the fuck? At the idea, and the other half completely rejected it and didn't want her to even touch me. James. Suddenly, Diana stopped in her track. Fuck!
James, who is...
Then it dawned on her.
Ah, one of the boys. Why don't you tell me which boy is James?
Fuck! Forgot we're a fucking idiot at this point. Oh my god. I felt my son non-compliant. How the fuck do we know he's oldest? Diana giggled in response before letting go of my face and stepping back.
Really? The eldest son with you?
Hey. I can't fight back. I have no room to argue. I nodded once again, but this time it was partly my own decision to reply. Then I let out a sound that mimicked a cat purr before stepping away from me. Oh shit.
Alright then. Well, if it's the eldest son you're infatuated with, you should really rethink your romantic options.
Believe me, I've been rethinking that since, relationships suck. Diana chuckled before kissing my nose where I felt a shot of energy zap out of my body, almost making me dizzy and recoil. Diana then turned to the desk and sat on the wood, crossing her legs. Fuck.
You can go now. Remember, no class for the rest of the week.
Oh god, and we gotta walk to the house. How am I supposed to get home? My two friends left me here thanks to you.
Oh, were they your ride? My apologies. Let me help then.
I'm about to be dropped. Sorry, I'm reading stuff. Tana lifted her hand and snapped her fingers. I suddenly felt the floor sink from under me and forced me to look down. A purple pentagram surrounded my feet, full of me to the ground. Whoa. Before I could fight, however, I sank to the floor, fading into darkness and shutting my eyes. I opened them. I felt my silk sheets around me, soothes my anxiety from the darkness that had previously surrounded me. What the fuck? Why did Diana bring me to my house? Was it an illusion? Was I being tricked? What's going on? I sat up in bed looking around. I was deep in my room. There was no mistakes to that. Why? Diana is too strange. Fuck. Was this a game? Was this a part of her plan to make English is hard. To get the boys back, I was lost and confused more than ever, despite my logical thought, trying to piece and puzzle that is Diana together. The more I tried to solve her, the less I understood about the situation I was in. I was interrupted, however, by my door suddenly being open, revealing the boys with Damien's hand on the doorknob.
Miss, what are you doing here?
Good story. Thank you, Damien. Funny story. Diana was at my fucking school.
Aren't you supposed to be in school?
I figured my eyebrow and stared at Damien asking you to answer their questions through my thoughts.
Diana sent her back here. She invaded her school and sent all the students back home.
Oh, fuck, my god. The fact, oh my god. I forgot. Damien says it different. Time to save! Yes!
What is that bitch up to? Seriously! Diana's playing around for no reason.
Okay, then fall face forward. That is Diana for you. What cards did I even pull? Or fell? Oh. Oh. That's an arcana.
Maybe it's part of her plan.
Yeah, thanks, Ethan. Thanks, Matthew or Ethan. Yeah, I figured out character's real name. The boys continue to argue back and forth about Diana, feeling an almost jealous curiosity in me. Damien seemed to be too deep within the talk to notice my thoughts, or he didn't even stop talking along with his brothers. Why was Diana after them? Why did she want to bring them back? What was so important about the boys that she even traveled to the human world to get to them? What was going on? I decided enough was enough. I needed answers. Hey. I can't yell. The boys stopped arguing, staring at me in surprise. I held my hand and fist on my lap, mustering enough courage to continue speaking, despite my abrupt. Why is Diana here? Why did she want to bring you all back? What exactly did you all run from? Why did you run from it?
Miss, we...
Don't miss me, please. I need to know what's going on. I won't be left in the dark about this. I want to know what I'm facing. You're facing a lot more. The boys looked at each other hesitantly, unsure what to reply. Finally, Sam pushed Damien forward towards the bed, making him buckle and land on his knees with his torso over the edge of the mattress. Sorry, mate.
Damien, do the thing.
What thing? What the fuck was that noise? Oh, it was a cat. The thing? What thing?
Sam, you're not suggesting.
Do it. That was a very weird hand gesture.
Why not? She deserves to know everything, especially if Diana is targeting her.
So sorry about that. Family walked into my room.
Sam's right.
Holy shit, for once.
I guess we have no choice then.
What choice? I was getting confused. What was Damien about to do? Damien stood before climbing onto the bed with me, sitting across from me on his knees.
We're going to show you everything. You have to trust me, okay? The minute you stop trusting me, the vision will stop.
What vision? Vision.
Please, just trust him.
Okay. I looked at James, unsure what was going on, but I nodded. If this was the only way to learn, this was my chance to know. Damien gently placed his hands on either side of my head, gently pressing his thumbs to the skin above my eyebrows. I could only stare at Damien with his eyes began to glow. Golden energy began to be pulled up from me and forced into my head. No, this is where things get fucky wucky wucky. Within seconds, my vision went black once again. I was unsure what Damien was doing, but as soon shapes and textures slowly began to appear around me. Welcome to literal hell. I found myself sitting in a stone floor in the middle of what looks like a fantasy throne room. Where am I? I looked down at myself to stand to see my boys in oh. Let me reword that. I looked down at myself to stand only to see my body as translucent as a ghost. Whoa, I swear to God, someone coming up the fucking stairs again. I jumped up and inspected my hands in a sudden panic. I'm see-through. What is going on?
How dare they try to negotiate with me? Do they not know whom they speak to?
I gasped and ran behind a nearby pillar away from the voice. The sound of his anger and words frightened every bone in my body, turning me into a frightened child.
My lord, please calm yourself. Calm? They're merely testing my resolve. I have more than half of a mind to send my greatest armies to take what should be mine. They are mere insects in the way of my kingdom's expansion.
They merely asked for a marriage joining.
One moment, this message is important because bullshit between people sucks.
So I'm to bow to them and share my land that I have so rightfully conquered?
Fuck you. I peeked from behind the pillar to see a large demon covered in royal clothing, but buff enough to be a military commander. His rage practically emits from his body as he growls at his servant.
They are willing to give their land to you, sire. All they ask is for one of your sons to marry their daughter, whom I might add is as beautiful as can be.
Again, fucking everyone simps for Diana, and it's funny as fuck.
This is ridiculous. To suggest that I need their approval to take their land is beyond insanity. What makes them think I care about their precious daughter?
Did I mention that she is a prodigy of her kind, sire?
A prodigy?
Yes, my lord. This succubus is a master of her skills in magic and mind manipulation. She is said to sway armies with a snap of her fingers, despite being as young as she is.
Also, I'm 100% certain that Diana is related to Lilith, who in her in her stories was made before Eve was, and she did not bow down to Adam, but she simply wanted to be equal to him, but God didn't like that, so he sent her down to hell, where she basically became the queen of hell and the mother of all demons.
Impossible!
Lilith Bloods will say the different.
If only it were, sire. This succubus is dangerous, but would be a great asset to have should we agree to this arrangement. The only reason she cannot faze you, my lord, is because you are the strongest demon in the plains.
Yeah, could still get his ass kicked by a human.
Is this supposed to change my mind?
Sure, no.
Yes, my lord.
You are doing a terrible job at convincing me.
This will be the only time I will ever laugh, just because this is such a funny fucking conversation. Even though it should not be.
Apologies, sire.
I was lost. I could tell they were talking about Diana, but why?
Father.
Fuck, which one was that? I quickly turned my head to see another demon who was looking like a mere child staring at the demon commander on the throne. Father?
Ray Stroud, have you finished your training?
It's James.
Yes, Father.
Oh yeah, it's James.
Then what do you want?
I want to be with my brothers the best of the day, Father.
Welcome to the reason this man is a dick. The demon commander walked to the young demon and gripped his hair, pulling him off the ground and forcing him to look up at his snarl. The young demon, however, looked unfazed.
Huh. Arrogance. Why should I allow you to be with them? I should kill you for your lack of respect to me.
If y'all can't tell, I hate him, and also my nails are digging into my palm, which is terrible, but...
Because I want to be with them, Father.
Fucking bastard. I can only stare at the young demon face his father, despite the massive difference between them. The young demon seems weaker and easy to kill, versus the demon commander. Why would this man kill his son? He has many others, though. Was the commander that ruthless? Yes. However, I was expecting to laugh and release the young demon.
Good! Assertive even in the face of danger. That is why you are my favorite son.
I can only stare wide-eyed at the commander, placing his hand on the demon's shoulder.
Very well. Go. Tomorrow, you will show me your training.
Oh, fuck. The little demon grinned widely before running off.
I have a thought.
Yes, my lord?
How old is this daughter?
As old as your 5th, sire.
So, Damien.
Do you believe this proposal is worth it?
Yes, but you are a bastard, so...
Yes, sire.
Tell those insects that they are safe for now. I will consider their offer.
Sire, are you certain?
Did I stutter? Now go!
The demon servant quickly ran off, but as soon as he passed the pillar I was hiding behind, he, along with the commander, vanished into thin air. What had happened? I didn't get the time to figure out that before a demon who looked around my aides walked into the room reading a book. Is that?
Raestrow, your nose is stuck in those books.
Carrot.
Will you not lift your head up from them once in a while?
Huh? That voice. I circled around the pillar to see a second demon leaning against another pillow and smirking at Raestrow.
Aren't you supposed to be with your mother practicing the harpsichord?
What the fuck is a harpsichord?
I am, but I had a feeling that you were in danger.
I fucking love their... Even though the boys aren't 100% brothers, I fucking love their dynamic.
Danger?
What are you?
What are you?
Attack! All of a sudden, 3 shadows zipped around the room and slammed into Raestrow, forcing him to fall on the ground and drop his book. As the sight cleared for me, there were 3 other demons in a dog pile with Raestrow at the bottom.
Get off! No way! You haven't had a break in months from those stupid books. It's time for punishment!
Danganronpa? Roger, time's about to happen. If I can spell correctly. There we go.
Death by brotherhood! No more reading!
Precious boy.
I told you that you were in danger.
Smartass. I suddenly knew who these demons were. It's the boys. Even in Demon World, their brotherly connection was astounding. They were merely younger versions of themselves. One of the demons, who I assume was Matthew, grabbed the book from the floor and opened it, reading it mockingly.
How can you read this, Raestrow? It's all about war strategy. It's boring.
Ooh, I'm pretty sure there's only 2 of the boys who can't read, and that is Sam and Damien.
I have to, Zakaru. Get off!
There's only one thing you need to know about strategy. Kill them all. Take no prisoners.
He's not wrong.
You sound just like father.
Yeah. I was about to say, he's sounding a lot like his father, which explains a lot. I can't help but giggle. It was cute to see them act childish with each other. Eventually, James managed to push his brothers off of him and stand pushing himself off.
You all are reckless.
Good.
At least we have fun.
It's true. You haven't been with us in weeks. Don't you think it's time for a break?
There's no such thing as breaks.
I'm sure Father won't mind.
But I have to... I know you want to, Raestrow. Damn it.
What is going on here?
Oh, oh, time to go. Oh, shit. Time to go. Time to run. I shot my head to the boys to see the commander, aged a little, staring at the boys with his arms crossed at his chest. Damon quickly dashed to hide behind Sam, peeking over his shoulder to see the large commander. Again, the reason why Damien is so, like, Scottish is because he's technically not royalty, because the rest of the boys are. He is not. His mother was technically a commoner that the demon lord found.
Nothing is going on. We just passed by each other.
Then why does your brother have your book?
I was showing him what I was learning, Father.
Return to your studies, Ray Stroud. The rest of you out of my sight. Do not disturb your brother again.
Oh, the disrespect I feel. Oh, the disrespect. Why'd you guys have to change the group chat name? I'm kidding. I can only stare as James gently took his book and without looking at his brothers returned to reading. The commander walked past the remaining brothers, growling at Sam and Damien before leaving the room, because they are known to be like the brutes. What was up with that?
Don't worry about it. We'll find a way to get him back.
I don't know. He's on a very tight leash.
Ezreal, you're quiet. What did you hear?
He's going to a negotiation meeting. He's going to arrange a marriage.
A marriage? For who? It must be for one of us.
He hasn't decided who will marry her. It's a girl from a kingdom he wants to take over.
Yeah. That's the reason why Diana is so desperate. She knows he isn't a kind man.
But that's uncharacteristic of him. Usually he'd just attack with the army.
That's what happens.
Whatever the case is, one of us is getting married.
I hope it isn't me.
What about Ray Stroud? He's the eldest.
That is true. But
it would make sense, but having a succubus marrying one of us means that she'll be practically married to all of us.
Well, what should we do?
Before the conversation could continue, the boys vanished into thin air, fading into different colors mist. They were replaced by an older Damien and Matthew sitting with each other in the middle of the throne room.
Do you think we should?
You guys got to see their demon forms!
I really want to.
I want to as well. Still, it'll be hard to convince Raysturo, since he's the one about to be married, and he's the favorite.
We don't know that, Zakeru. Maybe she's set to marry you.
No way! I don't want to get married.
Well,
I don't think you'll have a problem with that baby face of yours.
fucking handlebar. I looked over to see Sam join the duo, crossing his arms, raising an eyebrow at his brother.
What are you two talking about?
We got into contact with the human world again.
Come on, Ezreal. You give humans too much attention.
Bitch! You marry one!
No way, you gotta listen. They apparently have stores and books and schools and stuff.
So what? It's full of humans who piss on each other for no reason. They're no better than the devil spawn.
Sam is literally fucking me sometimes.
Nuh-uh, the one we were talking to wasn't like that.
I'm not gonna spoil that.
How do you know, Zakeru?
Because I do!
What is going on here?
Fuck.
They want to go to the human world.
The human world?
Raysturo, think about it. You won't have to marry that girl and be the heir anymore. You could be with us, and we can make lives for ourselves in the new world.
Now you're just talking nonsense.
I vote that we do it.
Huh? Oh, not you two.
You literally have the three, I think possibly three youngest talking about wanting to do something, but since their hood is so close together, they're all going to do it.
Think about it. This may be our chance to finally get away from this political nonsense we're stuck in.
True.
We may be nobles, but we're still our own beings.
It's actually a good way to think about it. You know you want to.
Ristrao is in.
What? Ezreal? Whoa, so how do we get there? Are you kidding me? You don't even know how we'd get there.
A simple spell should work, but it would require someone from the human world to help us get there.
We can ask him.
Oh, he'd definitely help us.
Raystra,
Oh shit.
aren't you tired of pleasing Father all of the time?
I'm...
Raystra.
Oh.
Oh, he'd definitely
Oh, I
help
can.
us.
I'm...
Raystra,
Yeah.
aren't you tired of pleasing Father all of the time?
I am, but...
If you stay, you'll be married off and become ruler of Father's kingdom. You'll have no time for yourself or with us, and you'll be constantly at war with the other realms for power. You'll most likely turn into the spitting image of Father.
Give me one moment. I'm texting someone. Because they're sad. Do it, you coward.
What he's saying is, get your head out of your ass and let's go. If you don't say yes, I'll drag your princely ass with us. I don't care what that bastard of a father wants.
True.
Come on, Raystro.
Do it, you coward.
Right. Let's do this. What's the plan?
I couldn't believe what was happening. I was seeing the history of their lives before my eyes. They were nobles, and James was the heir to the kingdom that the commander ruled. Even more so, he was going to be married to Diana. They sacrificed everything to leave and be together. They'd rather be free than remain to their normal roles. We love you too, bitch! I spelled bitch wrong, but that's fine. I started to feel jealous. They were able to leave while I was still expecting to be what my father wanted me to be. How they were able to leave was uncertain still, but I knew I would learn in time. I closed my eyes and mentally asked Damien to end the vision. As soon as I asked, the world around me slowly vanished, and I was brought back to the bedroom I sat with my head nestled in Damien's hands. My vision began to clear, letting me fully see the boys around me, all with concerned faces.
So, you now know exactly who we are.
This will help her. Wow, I can't type. Alright, we got it. Damien is the girl you were arranged to marry.
Not anymore. Once we left, the arrangement was broken. With no sons to marry off, her dad couldn't go through with the marriage deal.
Not me constantly checking Discord to someone to pop him into VC. Not me doing that. Absolutely not. Not me. No, absolutely not. Shit.
If Diana is here for us, that means she's trying to save her kingdom from being attacked.
There it is.
That's not true. She wants to rule our kingdom. Having one of us will give her the right to our kingdom as much as we'd have right over hers.
As I fucking leave Discord, I get a notification. What the fuck? Oh. Oh no, it's not. It's not someone who I thought. Never mind, I was kicked out of that Discord.
So she's a gold digger.
Well, with a kingdom like ours, what succubus wouldn't want to marry us for it?
It all made sense. She wanted them so that she could finally take over an opposite kingdom. She knew that. Despite her power, she wouldn't be able to fight against their father, so she needed another way in. That is not true. That manipulative... Before I continue, my head suddenly gets heavy and dizzy. I grip my head, kneeling under my breath. What the...
I took too much. I'm so sorry.
You are completely okay, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Rest now. There's no need to do anything more today.
Just mention the cat. Just mention the cat and everything goes well. Just mention the best cat. And friends are happy. The boys suddenly rushed over and helped me lay back down as my vision was painted with white polka dots. I needed sleep badly. Instantly, I closed my eyes and let darkness consume me. After what seemed like an hour, I finally woke up, slightly refreshed. My body knew that if I slept any longer, I'd be up all night, which was not a part of the plan for the day. You don't have to go to school for a week. Shut. I rubbed my eyes and sat up, letting a soft groan escape my lips. In response, something beside me shuffled, causing me to look over. I didn't know what I was expecting. Hi! Besides me, sat in a chair beside the bed, was James, rousing himself up to see me awake. I smiled at him, seeing his slightly ruffled hair and tired eyes.
Oh, you're awake. Good. Ooh, how do you feel?
James nodded before gently reaching over and ran his hand through my hair, examining my face with soft sadness.
I'm sorry this is all happening to you. I really wish there was something I could do to fix all of this.
You are fine, my boy. You are completely okay. Don't worry about me. James, it's not your fault.
No, if we never came, then you'd never be targeted by either Malix or Diana.
Well, you would have been forced under a tyranny. I quickly reached over and put my fingers on his lips, stopping him from going any further. I didn't want to hear any more shit. Forgot about that. James, it's okay. I wanted to help you out. I offered to let you stay. It's, nothing is your fault. I gently moved my hand and cupped Damien's cheek. I was staring at him with concern. I didn't want him to hold guilt in his mind about the whole ordeal. Diana was desperate, and she was hunting anyone for them. It wasn't his fault she was desperate enough to hunt them down. However, I was curious. So, James, you're a demon prince. James then swirled a strand of my hair around his finger, staring at it.
Yes, I am. I was. I was a demon prince when I lived in the Abyssal Plains. I didn't enjoy a single minute of being the heir. The only moments I truly enjoyed were when I was with my brothers. Thus, I left with them to come here.
What was it like while you were there?
Well, other than consistent studying and training to be a resilient leader and all-around ruthless lord, it was bland. I never truly knew what freedom was until I was excused from my sessions.
James looked at me with a thoughtful look on his face. I stared back, wondering what was going through his mind. Then he smiled before taking off his glasses and placing them on me. And surprised, instead of seeing him, I saw gold and purple magic swirl in front of me through the glasses. The vision cleared, and suddenly I was back in the demon castle. I looked around, feeling stuck in place, and my eyes instantly landed on a demon version of James. He was sitting on the throne of the main hall, reading over a book with an intense expression. It was kind of cute to see, but he read in silence.
You'll wear out your eyes if you read too much.
James looked up from his book to see a figure materialize in front of him. It was an older woman with a black cloak and aged horns. I could see she had power, though it gave me a shiver to look at her.
Sirona, what are you doing here? Shouldn't you be at the Lord gathering with my father?
I should, yes. But I had to stop by and see the Demon Lord's favorite son before I head in.
I am honored. However, I must apologize and return to my reading.
Of course. Wouldn't want to make the Demon Lord angry now, would you?
Oh my god, I would love to do that to him. Just give me a sword and a bunch of knives. Matthew, give me knives. I could see James's eyes twitch with a bit at her comment. However, James simply bowed his head and went back to his book in silence. Serona shook her head and let out a chuckle.
What will you do when you become the Demon Lord? It's such a big responsibility.
Or should I have to read? James looked up once again, confused at the question. Serena simply smiled and began to walk away.
Think about that.
James and I watched her walk away, both of us with the same surprised and confused expression. I looked back at James to see him press his lips together and stare at the floor. Anyone could tell he was lost, unsure of how to even answer to himself. It was strange to see him in a form of weakness, jolting at the simple question that was more than it appears. People, I love you, but please stop sending me things. That is true. Alright, I'm done looking at messages, because it keeps distracting me. James closed his eyes and closed the book in his lap. It was then that I noticed the tired circles under his eyes. He had been working himself to the bone with training and reading. When was the last time he slept? I felt James in the real world gently slide his glasses from my face and place them back on his. What's this man's prescription? That's the question. Or are they just fake? It took me a second to recenter my vision, then I looked to James, who smiled at me.
It was then that I decided to find my brothers. Little did I know that they were wanting me to come on a trip that would make me leave my entire realm to be in a new world.
I stared at him, surprised, before bringing my hand gently back on his cheek and running my thumb softly under his eyes. He looked healthier and a lot less tired than when I saw him in the vision. Something about that made me happy. I literally just started moving my thumb like she did, but to nothing in front of me. James gently leaned into my hand, closing his eyes and relaxing, then simply smiled, trying to joke.
So, how does it feel to hold the affections of an ex-demon prince?
Feels pretty fucking awesome. I stared, feeling my cheeks glow red in surprise and embarrassment, but smiled and giggled softly, running my thumb back and forth along his cheek gently. I have to say, I'm flattered. To think you ran away from that life. James frowned, making me stop moving my thumb as he stared at me.
I can promise you, that was no life to live.
But it was your home. Home is not where family is.
A home is where you can be yourself.
Yeah.
Not tied to your duty.
James gently ran his hand along my cheek, gingerly outlining the edge of my eye and ears with his thumb.
Home is where all I have to do is care about the ones close to me.
James. James smiled and gently leant in, kissing my forehead. I let a small shiver run down my spine from his kiss, noting that he sneakily took some energy from me in that little kiss. You fucking bitch. He's the only one who does this.
No, you need to rest. You're not fully recovered. You might as well rest until dinner is ready.
Oh, shit! Hold up! James smiled and gently pressed me back down onto the bed, leaning his forehead to mine. Steal a kiss! 'Cause we ho! I didn't even realize that somewhat rhymed. Out of playful fun, I leaned to my head and gently kissed James, softly laying a hand on his cheek to keep his face close. James stared in surprise before kissing me back, caressing my cheek, slightly melting the touch of our lips. A soft sigh escaped his lips before slowly pulling away with a smile. He gently licked his lips, making me go red in the face at the simple gesture. He let out a satisfying hum before nuzzling my forehead.
Rest.
It's fucking a simps. With that, he stood and left the room, leaving me to rest. As per his request, I smiled to myself before relaxing into the mattress. Not for long! There she is. There's the mistress of evil, but also she has a good reason to be. I suddenly tensed up. I felt majority uneasy. Something wasn't right. I felt it in my core. She must be here! Why the fuck else would you hear this bitch's laugh? The thought of her in the house infuriated me beyond belief. I had to make sure she was not here. I rolled out of bed quickly and left my room, wandering the halls and listening closely. She was a demon, but I was listening very intently. There was no way she could have been able to sneak up on me. I know you're here. Where are you? Again, she's a demon. There's really no point in trying to act surprised. I could feel myself growl. It wasn't a matter of fear that she had taken away the boys anymore. Her existence had lit a fire of rage within my gut, which only grew as each day went on. This feud was getting on my nerves, and I knew it would not end well for one of us. I wasn't going to lose to that demon bitch.
Diana, what are you doing here?
Oh, shit! My heart stopped. Diana was with James, and my mind flew into slow motion, playing fake images of Diana trying to seduce James in my head to further fan the anger flame inside of me. I instinctively followed James's voice and approached the studies. The doors was open with a crack, wide enough to peek in without being noticed. The fucking music. The fucking music. I peeked inside the James by a bookshelf with Diana on one of the armchairs, looking at him.
Silly man, why do you think I'm here?
To simp?
To be fairly honest, I don't really care.
Man said no fucks given.
I'm hurt, wounded, truly. You don't care that I came to this pathetic little world just for you?
Honestly, he really does not give a single flying fuck. Checking to see if they're fucking alive. No, my friend.
I'm sorry, let me make this clear. You are not welcome here, so I suggest leaving.
Is that any way to speak to your fiancé?
Bitch, where's the papers? Diana wasn't his fiancé anymore. Why was she speaking as if the agreement was still going on?
Our arrangement was broken when I left the Abyssal Plains. You are no longer my fiancé.
Gotcha
What
there.
a stubborn man, just like your father. Well, you should know, he decreed that should you return home, you'll maintain your status and keep your birthright.
Like he gives a fuck about a birthright. James to be the heir again? Why?
I don't want it.
What?
You don't want it. You'd give up the...
I said I don't want my damned birthright. What birthright? It's imprisonment, a life sentence. Am I not allowed to be selfish for once in my lifetime?
It's your reason for your birth. Do you not realize what you have?
There's there. I could feel James's anger emitting from the crack in the door, fighting with Diana's tension. Diana and James were both matched, staring at each other down.
I know exactly what I had. That's all behind me. I'm done with that. To hell with my birthright.
Yeah, honestly, his birthright would literally have been to be trained like his father and be as ruthless as him even after he died. Or if he died.
To hell with your birthright. You truly think you can decide that?
Diana, I want to choke you out right here, right now.
You are the first son of the Demon Lord. You are the heir to the throne, and I am your bride, the next Demon Queen.
You ain't shit. Alright, hold up, because I always manage to fuck up these last two questions. Why was Diana so desperate? It irked me to see how desperate she was to get James to return. Because her family is on the line.
Raystrau, you...
Oh, all of a sudden James ran to Diana and pinned her to the floor by her neck. I felt a need to jump in, but I knew James wasn't trying to do anything romantic. He wouldn't. His voice sent shivers down my spine as they continued to speak with his hands at her throat. Oh, God. Can that be me?
What gives you the right to use my name like that? Only demons of the same blood are permitted to use each other's true names.
I just got a text message that says stop being a simp for James and stop being kinky.
When our families arranged our marriage, I was given permission to use your name as mine. That's what you are, James. You are my husband. I am your queen. You are my Raystrau. I am your Izeur.
Her demon name is very fucking pretty. I will always say that. I could hear James growling in anger like he was ready to bite Diana's head off like a wolf would with a small deer. I felt myself growling quietly to myself as well. However, James pushed himself off the floor and returned to the opposite side of the room away from the prone Diana.
I do not belong to you. I belong to her.
It's very awkward seeing my name.
The human girl? You must be joking. A human like her can't possibly provide you what you need. She's a human.
You're a demon. That reminds me of the Little Mermaid thing where it's like, you are a mermaid, he's a human. Fuck that. I felt the urge to storm in and shut her mouth. It would give away my position, but I was growing extremely check. Alright, we got one. I decided to assert and quickly step into the room, throwing the door to the study wide open. Diana and James looked at me in surprise as I glared daggers at Diana. Get out.
Well, well, little human. You're awfully nosy in business that doesn't concern you.
When he puts my name in your mouth, it concerns me. It does concern me.
Does it? I don't think a human would understand the importance of this affair.
Well, since I played the second game, I do know the importance of it. You're asking him to leave to be someone he doesn't want to be. That's not going to happen.
Oh? And what makes you so sure about that?
Even though I've only rolling less than a week, I love you! Diana stared in shock at my explanation. Was it not what she expected? I didn't care what she expected. I was going to lose the man I've grown to love. Oh no. Oh no. Burn the app. Burn the app.
You love him?
You bet your ass I do. You bet your ass. Yes, I love him. Diana's lip twitched at the edge, curling into an amused smirk as she stared at me.
So what? A human's love isn't enough to understand the situation. A demon can never reciprocate human feeling.
You want to bet? To both our surprise, however, James stepped forward and put an arm around me, pulling me close to his body.
I love her.
Checkmate, bitch. I saw the confidence Diana had shatter in her eyes. She stared at James at his word. I could see the struggle in her face to try and find some weakness in James, in me, anything.
A demon love a human? Impossible.
Checkmate.
It's only impossible because you don't have the capability to love. This woman has given so much to shelter me and my brothers and has given me her heart to cherish. I'd rather care for this woman for the rest of my days than spend an eternity on the demon throne. Especially if the queen is you.
Diana took a step back, physically feeling the sting of Jane's words in her chest. She had lost. I can see it in her eyes. Diana's eyes grew dull as she stared at me and James. It seemed almost uncharacteristic of her. Yet it was something I wasn't surprised to see come from her face.
Very well. Fine. Valet.
Good old part of my dead name. With that, James faded into the ground, Diana faded into the ground of a purple pentagram, crossing her arms and almost looking upset. You have someone who I'm going to submit is hotter. Waiting. James and I were left alone, left with a silence of the room. I finally let out the air I was unconsciously holding in. I fucking hate reading that. Holding in my chest, relaxing from the ordeal, James stepped to me and held me gently, surprising me.
Are you okay?
No! I nodded in response, unable to speak, so immediately after being surprised, James let out a sigh, relaxing in the embrace. I gently placed my hands around him, returning the embrace slightly. I could hear James's heartbeat. He held me close in his arms, and I felt safe beyond words. Simps.
I wasn't lying, you know.
What? I looked up at James, wondering what he meant by what he said. James smiled down at me, moving a strand of my hair from my face. He looked down at me.
I love you.
Christopher.
I love every single fiber
For the music.
of you. Your mind, your body, your soul. You're quite possibly the most interesting woman I have ever met. You always find your way into my mind. You.
My eyes widened and blushing like a maniac. Was this real? No way. This couldn't be real. Was James confessing to me, confessing his love for me? Cannot relate. I'm too single for that shit. James gently smiled and caressed my cheek, the warmth of his hands inviting me to nuzzle into it. I closed my eyes. This wasn't a dream. My heart was pounding to the point where I was sure James could hear it. James gently closing his eyes, he stopped, however, remaining just mere torturous inches away from my lips. He wanted me to show my feelings for him. He had left himself open for me to kiss him or leave him empty. The power I had was unbelievable. Kiss him. We going full smut. I loved him and wanting to give him exactly what he wanted. I gently let in, letting my lips finally touch his gingerly. James let out an almost pleasant purr against my lips before wrapping both of his arms around my waist. Okay, let him go around my throat. Pulling me close to him, I moved my arm up and almost around his neck, feeling the kiss between us deepen into a heated height. My chest was pounding, making me feel and see fireworks in my mind. James was everything I desired. He was the man I wanted, demon or not. It was all supernatural to fall in love with someone so quickly. Maybe it was the sense magic, or I was thrown into. Maybe it was Cupid playing with my heart. Either way, I found myself melding into the thought of him being with me. I found myself combing my fingers through James's hair, making the man hold me, softly tremble in my touch. He gently nibbled my lower lip, asking me to deepen the kiss between us even further. I easily teased him before opening my mouth slightly for him. Oh god, it feels like I'm reading a spot fanfiction. My god. His tongue gently danced with mine as one of his hands slid to my back and cradled my head. He gently leaned my body back, making me clung to him as the heat of our kiss rose higher and higher. Gently, though, James slowed the kiss down and pulled away, staring down at me. His eyes burned for me, wanting me to melt and buckle in his arms. I could feel myself melt already. James opened his mouth to speak, but a very small blush ran around his cheek. He was reducted to shy silence. I stared at him, trying to find the words to say. In my eyes, I knew what he wanted. He didn't need energy, though, right? Are you?
No, I just...
I stared wide-eyed, feeling a blush on my cheek grow again. He didn't need anything more, but the word would have followed if he continued. He wanted me. Oh, God, I was stunned. Was I that appealing to him? Was his passion really that deep for me? Yes. James gently lifted his cheek and kissed my forehead, losing the blush and finally be able to speak.
If you don't want to, we don't have to.
Oh, no. Smut. I felt my mind go numb and purr at the idea of the moment with an incubus. He was a demon of sex, the purest form of lust and desire. My world would have rocked and I would enjoy every second of it. At the same time, I was indeed experienced. Diana wasn't wrong when she claimed me to be innocent. Did I want to give him... Yes. I found myself forgetting the word yes and no. What could I say to him? I knew I just wanted to seduce me. I don't give a fuck. I could feel the two words that came out of my mouth. Damn it. Two words that came out of my mouth had made the most sense to tell him yes. I needed him, I wanted him. These two words must have made something in him finally break. Oh! Fucking music cue! James quickly resumed the kiss with me, to which I eagerly kissed back and pulled him close to my body, the heat inside my chest craving his touch, and I needed to deny any space between us. James lowered a hand and brought one of my legs around his waist as he lowered his other hand to my What? James lowered a hand and brought one of my to my waist. Without breaking the kiss, I gripped to his shoulders and jumped off my feet, wrapping both my legs around him to make him hold me up. His touch kept raising my need for him higher and higher, bringing my mind to desire that was buried in the back of my mind. James held me close, kissing me deep and making me moan against his lips. I could feel our bodies sink into the ground, noticing the gentle gold glow penetrate through my closed eyelids. Jesus! Before I could open my eyes, however, I felt our bodies fall into a familiar feeling bed with James landing on top of me. Oh! Hi! Again, we're still wearing the same shit. I stood up at James as he pulled his face away from mine. His eyes were almost glowing in the dark room, piercing my soul and making me shiver in anticipation. He effortlessly removed his gray sweater and red tie, leaving him in a fitting white buttoned up over me. I could practically feel the heat of his skin through the thin fabric. However, he held me. I could slightly feel a shiver of his hands. He was nervous. Was I his first? Oh, Jesus Christ. Fucking A. He wasn't to show it. He wanted me to enjoy the moment, but was afraid of screwing up. His shivering hand showed me that his motions perfectly. I gently reached and brought his head down, kissing him once again. I wanted him not to worry. The pleasure between us would be heavy, and we were going to do it together. I closed my eyes and gave myself to James. My body, my mind, my soul, it all belonged to him as he held me. His body, his mind, his soul, it all belonged to me as I gave into his embrace. His kiss and fingers over my skin would forever engrave themselves into my memory of our passion rose through incredible heights. Our breaths and moans equally sounded and echoed like a blissful chant. Oh my god. Oh my god, wait. Yeah, that's bullshit. I'm sorry. Shit, just skin to skin, heart beating, we held each other in glow at the aftermath. I nuzzled my hand under James' chin as he held me close.
I love you so much.
Just to hear those words come from James's mouth made my heart flutter. To hear me answer made my soul warm in glee. I feel both of us sink into a peaceful sleep together. It was the best sleep I've had in days, and I was happy. I had love and I was happiness. My life was perfect. When I opened my eyes, I found myself staring into James' bare chest. God fucking damn it! His sleeping face made me giggle softly, but the reality of the situation made my heart flutter. The bitch, Diana, is still fucking here. I couldn't believe it. I was laying next to a man I have grown to love with all my heart. Get the fuck out of here. His arms embrace made me feel safe, and the tender moment we shared replayed in my mind. I couldn't help but smile and snuggle into his chest. Fraser unconsciously held me tighter to his body, giving me more of his warmth. I didn't want to move, but my core suddenly tightened and made me sit up without waking the man next to me. I felt my legs move and bring me to my balcony window, where I opened the glass and stepped out to the patio. Fucking bitch! I stared wide-eyed at Diana, who saw it What, did she fucking just say cross-leg everywhere? I saw crossed legs on the railing of my balcony with her glowing good eyes staring upon me. I opened my mouth to eject, but Diana stopped me.
Before you get all huffy, I didn't come here to take your precious man away.
Why the fuck are you here?
By the way, how was it exactly? Demons are the best lovers, after all.
Wasn't cakey enough. I glared. What do you want, Diana?
Well, I just wanted to see how you truly feel. You know, without him around to influence you.
What are you talking about?
I'm giving you an opportunity to come clean about these feelings of yours, and to give you your salvation.
What was Diana up to? This was beyond crazy. Nothing she had done made any sense. Why was I still alive at this rate? Why? What's keeping you from just killing me and taking them?
You are not worth my time.
That kind of hurt. Not worth your time. What are you? Afraid of something might happen? All at once, I felt my body begin to lift into the air and move over past the railing, leaving me with nothing but the ground below to threaten me with the collision death.
Oh, trust me, dear. I'm not afraid to kill you. I can drop you right now and leave your body to rot until the morning, when the boys would find you.
I wanted to speak with the thought of her letting me go and letting me fall to my death. It scared my voice into silence. Diana then chuckled and rolled my body back to the balcony, setting me down gently. That's surprising.
Alas, if I kill you, then the boys would never come with me willingly back to the demon world, and then I'd have to chase them all around the world, or kill them and drag them back. But then their father wouldn't be happy, and blah blah blah. Too much work.
Diana seemed very business-orientated. as if the boys were cargo more than men. It irked me, but she then smiled.
I'm giving you one chance to denounce your love for the demon in your bed, and let me take him and the other boys back to the demon world.
I somehow always fuck this one up too. Hold up. And may I ask, would I do that?
There are so many reasons why, actually. There's the reason that he's a demon and you're a human, so you two can never truly have a happily ever after. Then there's the reason that demons truly do not know how to love, despite what he may proclaim. The list goes on and on. The point is, if you give me the boys, I will promise you eternal happiness.
Eternal happiness.
That's right. I have the power to give you anything you desire. Power, men, women, money, fame. Name it, and it's yours. A demon never goes back on their word, and I have the power to obtain anything you wish. Our deal is our contract.
I'm not gonna say, but I could only stare in shock. This was a dream? It had to be. However, Diana smiled, almost genuine smiled at me, shaking me to the reality of the situation. She would never smile like that.
Don't you wish to be free of your destiny?
Who the fuck is coming up the stairs?
Your father constantly berating you to become the next
How the
CEO
fuck
of
do
your
you know that?
grandfather's company.
I'm sorry. How the fuck do you know that? How did you? I almost floored in surprise. How did Diana know all of this? She was a succubus, yes. How could she know anything beyond sexual desire? She wasn't Damien. Diana chuckled and leaned back against her arms.
Just because I play with hearts and sex doesn't mean I don't know my way around the human mind. You happen to be an open book of information, but I digress. I can give you your freedom with ease. It'll be like you were always meant to have it. All I ask is that you hand over the boys.
No. Was I seriously about to be given this choice? The man I loved for everything I wanted. A demon like Diana was powerful enough, yes, but did I even want to consider giving up the man I love? No. She must be crazier than I thought. I glared. Absolutely not. Diana sighed and stood up on the railing. What I wasn't expecting was for her to lift me into the air. I tried to scream, but my voice suddenly became locked in silence. What was Diana doing? Diana made me float over to her as she smirked as we touched noses.
Well, if I can't return home with the boys, I might as well return home with the power to fight back.
Yeah, because in reality, we just started a war. Diana finally leaned in and kissed me. I shut my eyes, feeling the need to bite her lips, but finding no muscles in my face. Listening to my mental command, what should she do to me? I didn't expect to enjoy, but every single nerve in my body was flared with excitement and pleasure as she kissed me. I felt my energy drain slowly but forced to leave my body. She was using her body to force energy out of my body. It seemed like forever, but Diana finally pulled away from the kiss with a smile and a lick of her lips. She lowered me back to the patio and chuckled. For some reason, even though nothing seemed to have changed, she looked stronger, powerful, and was almost looking at like a new Diana. Because Diana has not been taking energy this entire trip. Diana then stepped back off the railing, making me catch my breath in my throat. She took another step away from me. She seemed simply walking on the night air. Diana smirked at my sudden surprise.
May you never regret your choice, human. If you do, I'll happily come and take it away.
Oh, please. Oh, try. But please, not someone driving by. With a flick of her hair, Diana turned and walked away into the night, fading into the darkness like a shadow. I watched her fade away before looking back to the man in my bed. Did I make the right choice? Ha 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 ha! To you, yes. To Diana, no. My heart began to gently thump, giving me my answer. I did, and I'll never forget it for as long as I live. Oh! Depending how I am a dumbass when it comes to answering things. I walked back inside and gently crawled into bed with the embrace of the safest arms. I knew I snuggled close to the warmth before closing my eyes. I was happy. People stopped making noise. The rest of the story can almost pass over. With Diana gone, my life returned to normal with school and my friends not remembering what had happened. It was as if magic never appeared in my world. One thing was for certain, however, James loved me and I loved him just as much. We had promised our lives to each other and nothing was going to take that away from us, not even time itself. Our love was powerful and practically overwhelmed me with joy every time I found him holding me close every morning. To think a demon ex-prince in love with a human like me was unthinkable, unbelievable. It was practically impossible. But it was true. The other boys decided to leave on their own accord. They knew that my future would only need James on my side, so they decided to start their own life in the human world. James was heartbroken at first, but understood that he had to let his brothers grow like he did. Also, all their wives are fucking gorgeous. Besides, James had someone new to care for now. His brother didn't need him like they were now that he was caring for me. I felt bad as well for being closer to James than the others, but they reassured me that it was okay and that they would remain nearby should I ever need them. I was happy for that. They made me promise, however, that I would love James for as long as we lived. That promise was instantly given. But what of my future? Well, it was kind of made for me. Before I graduated, James decided to step into the light of the Anderson Toying Company, and with the help of his demon powers and leadership charisma, he managed to influence not only the entire board, but my father as well into letting him run for CEO. Thank fuck. I was beyond shocked. How could James manage to do all that was beyond me? But when the vote was called, James was taken over the company. I was desired to have blah blah blah. He vowed to respect the wishes of the late CEO and help the company become an even greater company. For a demon, it was simply to make a company grand. My father would have shine. What the fuck is happening outside? Sorry. With the CEO position filled, my father had no choice but to let me decide my future, which made me happy beyond compare. No longer would I have the future scaring me into a corner. I could choose my life on my own. That being said, I was still scared for what the future was going to take me. What did I want to do? Did I want to help James build the company? Did I want to venture off on my own? James reassured me that he would support me and help me through whatever I decided to do, promising that I would come first before the company he had chose to regime over. I was grateful and would never forget that promise. I was happy and nothing could shake me down from that happiness. One night, a good couple of years after the boys and I had met, So, as they mentioned before, time is different in the Abyssal Plane, so Diana has now been in this war constantly. Compared to one night, a good couple of years after the boys and I had met, I had a moment to myself, so I sat in my room and took all that had happened as it was a dream. The demons, the devils, the magic, it all surreal to believe. It almost frightened me to think it could have been all a dream. Pinch yourself, bitch. But the warm feeling in my heart reminded me that it was all real. The demons, the magic, the love I had, all real. I smiled and I held my hand to my chest, relishing in the feeling dancing in my soul.
Are you okay?
I looked up from my lap to see James standing in the doorway, crossed arms, with a playfully raised eyebrows. I smiled and blushed a bit. Yeah, I'm okay. I was just remembering how we met and such.
Were you now?
Yeah. Yeah, and I wouldn't change anything. Canon says otherwise. James smiled and walked over to me gently, taking my hands and kissing over the knuckles sweetly.
Come, I have a surprise for you.
Oh? I raised an eyebrow, a surprise. What the heck was he plotting? James simply chuckled and kissed my forehead.
I promise you'll love it.
Oh? Deciding to go along with it, I nodded and stood up. James gently took my arms under his and led me out of my bedroom. I stared in shock at the path of golden rose petal lining the floor, creating a path Away from my door, James led me down the golden rose path. Was this all part of his plan? Also, the golden roses are actually very important to their lore, which is a sign of eternal lasting love, which I think is always fucking cute. James, what's going on? James didn't answer. He continued to lead me down the stairs of the lobby, where the path wound into the dining room. I stared in shock as I saw the table set with candles and a large bouquet of golden roses decorating the middle. James, I feel sort of undressed, wouldn't you think?
There's nothing wrong with how you look now. You're beautiful no matter what clothes you are in.
Oh! I couldn't help but let a red blush paint my face. Making James chuckle once again, he led me to my seat, where I was greeted with a plate full of shrimp pesto on the table. James, it's the food that we first had.
Remember what that is?
Yeah, I was just about to fucking mention you, dick. Fuck! Of course. That, sir, is a shrimp pesto dish. James laughed and smiled. I smiled back at him, feeling nostalgia run over my heart. Giddy happiness bubbled. I looked up at the man I loved. You made this when we first met, and when you and your brothers were apologizing for getting blood in the lobby.
Well, it was more than that we had to apologize for, but that was the gist of it, yes.
How could I forget? What is this all about? Yep. James gently bent forward and kissed my forehead sweetly, making me giggle slightly.
You are such a wonderful woman. I can't believe that I can love someone this much. You have changed my whole world, and now you have become my everything. I practically get scared waking up every morning in case this is all just a blissful dream.
James. Before I could speak further, James gently placed his fingers on my lips, hushing me before he caressed my cheek. I nuzzled into his hand, almost purring at the feeling of a warmth against my cheek.
I love you, and I will never stop loving you. No matter what comes our way, I promise to be there for you as long as time keeps moving.
Simp.
I want to be yours forever.
Oh, you guys are simps. Oh! Before I could realize what was going on, James slowly got down on one knee beside me and took out a small black box. Sorry. James slowly got down on one knee beside me and took out a small black box. He lifted the top to reveal a beautiful ring with a purple gem, crowned with gold and purple embellishment. That's fucking adorable. I stared, my mind instantly freezing in surprise at the sight. I felt my eyes water at the resemblance feeling bursting inside my chest. And the immense feeling of bursting.
Will you, Miss Anderson, marry me?
God, I was speechless. I felt myself break and start to weep in joy. Was this happening? This had to be a dream. I mentally begged every single deity in the sky to never wake me up if this was the case. This would be a fucked up dream. I fought my tears trying to fuck. I fought my tears trying to speak to answer his question. I didn't want to leave him in the dark, and I couldn't want him to be on the ground for too long. Yes, I will. Sips. Even though the times of fates are fucked up, I stood up, crying and jumping in joy as James smiled, the biggest smile I'd ever seen on his face. I slipped the ring on my ring finger as it finally ended its upward journey with the crevice of my finger. James stood up and took me into his arms, kissing me and sealing my words. I gained the heart of a demon. No, the man I loved, I vowed to cherish him and love him for the remaining of my days and beyond. Could I demon love a human forever? I knew James would. Oh! And this was my happily ever after. Yeah, and James' proposal. New password unlocked, Demon War. Yeah. So, yeah, that is, I read that wrong, even though that's only the second message on my thing. But yeah, that is the ending to James's route. Yes, the next one is either going to be... Fuck that. No, we're gonna play something else. I'm going to grab the other fuckers and see what the fuck they are doing. They are on the mountains. Alright, but I will be back. I have to quickly use the bathroom, and then I'm probably going to switch to another game. We're back. Alright, let's see. Actually, no, yeah. Yes, I'm 100% sure. Alright, cool. Alright, there we go. Well, let's see if my server for Origins is open. And then we'll play on that. Yeah, we'll see if that's open. If not, I'll start a single player world with Origins. Yeah. There's no cat.
Yeah, there's my cat.
Yeah.
Oh, did I just step in Sushi's throw up?
I think you might have.
Why didn't you clean it up?
Kind of forgot about it.
How did you forget about sushi throw up? Now it's gonna stink. You start cleaning up after yourself.
I know.
So you don't get yelled at when you get called. When you do room inspections and you see all this stuff here. Oh.
Figured.
Although I don't think.
Oh, piss off. Alright, well, none of them are in a VC, so. Oh well, yeah. Let's see. Is it on? Yes, it is. Cool. Alright. The Origin server is on. So let me edit everything. Oh shit, I have to change that. Because honestly, it is literally super early and I did not think it was going to end that quick. Oh, you guys are looking at a black screen, my bad. Yeah. Next, done. Cool. Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ, we did a shit ton of damage. Yes, we did cheat into creative mode because we were allowed to. But Jesus Christ, this seemed like a fuck ton of damage. But fucking A. The fuck did you guys do last night? Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Shut up, Picklin. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Fucking hey, Lukema. You seriously did all this? Well, I might as well continue it. Ow. Oh. Ironically. Alright, so that's just one piece. Even though this feels very cheaty-like, because we were given creative mode. It's fine. You know what, I will... If I could type. Game mode. Survival. Kill me. I really hope we still keep inventory on. Thank God. But Jesus Christ, y'all really said. Time to fucky wucky. Hello. Y'all really said time to do this. Alright, let's smelt that. So now it's coming to the case that we now desperately need to go mining for diamonds. Oh, damn it. I did leave shit there. So that's fun. Because zombies can send you within a 20 block radius. Fuck. I hear something else. I hear a skeleton. I also hear an enderman, but that's completely fine. Oh, you prick. Fuck. There we go. Cool. Let's go back into the wall. Food is still not growing. Pog. At this point, those are hiding with me. Pog. But yeah, we played a bunch of Origins last night. Because it was just a simple chill thing to do. Let me actually check something very quickly. There's no announcements. Okay, cool. So nothing's happening with that. Or at least I don't think anything is. Okay, I still have my diamond pick. Alright, let's go see what the hell someone else is doing. Don't go there, you'll become one freak creature, monster party. Actually, is there any possible way for me to get to the area I was at? Nope. Not without me being hurt incredibly. Fuck. If I look up, you're gonna see a bunch of hoglins, aren't you? That's lava. Okay, we are honestly just trying to get to the place I was before. Fuck. Because we do not have anything. that shows us, or has anything, that can warp us to the places we want to go to. Oh. Nice. That explains a lot. So, oh my god. I'm now going to try not to go into creative for the rest of the time. Fucking A. I literally sometimes forget how much fucking damage fire does. There we go. Right, you lose so much more hunger as a phantom. Honestly, we can literally just start it here. We can literally just restart the mind here. As I just realized, I literally don't have anything to... Oh! Fuck! Okay, cool. Forgot how much fucking damage that does. Fucking A, that hurts. Oh my god, I forgot how much damage that fucking does. Again, because I'm Sapphics, we're overpowered as fuck. Here, my god. Oh my god. Ow, fuck. Alright, that one didn't hurt as much. Said I didn't want to go into creative mode, but we going in creative mode. Creative, why? Because we're just getting beds. I don't judge, but... that works. Oh damn it, I have to do it with this. It's easier to just fucking press Q to get beds. Got out of my inventory, get out, and perfect. Rest are going to be for beds. I know this is considered cheating, but my god, we're fine to do this. I'll literally start in only survival origins in that case if it pisses people off. But honestly, at this point, I really don't mind what people think. As long as I'm having fun. And that's what... The hell? The hell are you doing? That's my question. Actually, let's make this easier. Hopper. Ah. Yeah, that explains a lot. Let's try this again. Perfect. Okay, it's working. Did not know those were in the game, but that's honestly fine. Apparently I don't know a lot of shit is in this game. Alright, cool. The bed is full. Survival, enter. And let's go re-netherite mining. As we try not to die because I have a limited amount of hearts. Because phantoms are cool, but they have such a limited heart. How the fuck did I miss that? It's fine. It's fine, don't worry about it. It's fine. It's fine, don't worry about it. It's fine. We're fine, don't worry about it. I know this is like the weakest way to get netherite, but it's fine. We're fine. Pity lag of death. The pity laugh. The pity laugh. I honestly know there's easier, probably ways to mine netherite, but I'm lazy. I'm not fucking burning to death. Not today. Nor am I dealing with lava pools. Because that's not fun to do. Am I about to run out of food? Yes, I am. Oh, I have steak, so we are fine. Blackstone. Come on. Come on. There we go. There we go. I'm not gonna question why I can hear ghast. Actually, wait. Let's go into the wall. There it is. Sometimes I have to realize my dumbass has to actually be careful. Okay, I'm fine. Yeah, we're a good distance away. But also I forgot being in this mode fucking takes every energy out. No, that's more blackstone, and then there's lava. And then there's a lava pool right there. Yeah, this is all just a lava pool that we are mining to. But honestly, that is completely fine. Oh shit, I have 1 heart. That is not a fun thing to see. Pain to laugh. They are the best kind of laugh. I have no beds. I have no beds to mind with. I'm probably gonna keep this path cobblestone so that I can get back. As I say, as it's come to fucking netherrack. Oh, that works. That works a lot. Are you idiots in a VC? No, fuck. Oh, I have new unread. Sometimes people are fucking idiots. Can people just fucking read and not assume shit? My god. If people could just honestly fucking read. It'd make my life 10 times more easier, but no! People want to be idiots! I'm on fire! Shit, I was prepared to go into fucking creative mode. Oh shit, we're at level 10. This is not a good level to be at. And my foot's asleep. That's a terrible thing at the moment. Oh, fuck. No, don't be asleep. Because then I won't be able to change. Change into fucking anything without falling. Please, now's not the time. I forgot I have to go up 2 layers. Oh my god, wake up. The foot, wake up. God, people just suck. That's not the fun thing to see. Thank you. Alright, cool. Why is there a guest? We are so far above what we need to be. I'll not be able to hear one. Oh fuck. 10, 9, 12. We'll do this a couple more times and then I'll sign off. Because apparently there's so much shit going on. This really isn't the time to be streaming with people, or to be streaming. Because people honestly are just fucking cunts. No, of course I don't. Alright, cool. That's good to see. At least my one form of not so angry things, or not so much wanting to rage, is streaming. So that's good. Because they can at least keep me somewhat sane. Now let's go back. I'll probably we'll go through this chest. And I'll probably end the stream and go raid as my friends like to call them, male V, even though he's just V. Oh my god. Panic. Damn, okay. Okay, that happened. Fun. Do I want to go into fucking spectator mode to see where that was? No. Fuck. Time to go. Don't care about the Maga blocks. I'm going into spectator just to find where the hell I was at. Because we don't have jack shit shut up yet. Found it. Cool. Alright, cool. We're back. Kind of cheated, but that's basically what this... That's basically what happens in this server. Is that we cheat for things that we need. But probably when I don't want to deal with Sapphic bullshit or even my own server stuff, I'll create a single player world with Origins where I play as probably a Phantom, because I really enjoyed this race, because it actually makes you think about saving your food resources and basically being smart as seeing into caves like this. It is a genius way to go mining. Because you can just hit G. You can literally just walk around. And walk in the lava pits. Like an idiot. Please don't die, please don't die, please don't fucking die. And then there's me, who is a fucking idiot majority of the time when I play. But yeah, I generally like this mod. But yeah, in about a couple of minutes, we are going to go raid our lovely friend. Because even though it seems crappy that everything is so quiet today, a lot of stuff has been going behind the scenes for a lot of us. And we honestly just don't want to deal with anyone. But probably tomorrow, a lot of us will be feeling better. Actually, shit, I don't stream tomorrow. Yeah. Whoops, yeah, I don't stream. I don't stream some Mondays. So yeah, you guys probably won't be catching a stream for me tomorrow. Or you might. I don't know. I honestly sometimes don't fucking know myself. But here's some ancient debris. Good. We can take this. Yeah. Or not. I might just have a chill art stream tomorrow. That might happen. And mine around, because we don't know if there's some... Oh shit, I'm in a basalt biome. God, I'm in a terrible biome. Okay, never mind. We're going this way now. We're going this way. I don't have any more beds. Cool. Let's go back. Hello there, Mr. Pigman. Hello, Michael. The fact that I can literally just walk through walls to get where I need to go, it's fucking hilarious. But yeah, it's very fun to play with Origins, especially with other people. Because I'm gonna say this, being a fucking Blazeborn by yourself fucking sucks. Because you have no one to make the portal if you're stuck. Especially since there's so limited food options in the Nether, that it basically seems like it is literally a challenge, to get to the overworld. But fuck, ow. That took a lot. And now we are back on course. But yeah. At the right mining, please don't fucking kill me. Nope. I'm sorry. No. I'm not dealing with this. I'm not fucking dying. It's a fucking fire. Alright, there's the first thing of cobblestone done. Again, I live in an abandoned mine shaft, so this is... Why am I using a diamond? This is really nothing. Not again. Oh. That's no fun. How much of you is lava? Okay, that's all lava. Nope, ain't dealing with that. So look into the fire. Also, the VOD channels is up, so if you guys want to go watch past streams of mine, you can definitely go and see it. Go see them, they won't disappear. Yeah, they're just there. My friend. My friend. Aww. We're mining, dumbass. My friend just asked me what me and Ice are doing on here. I just misspelled mining. Like a fucking idiot. But honestly, who cares? Not fucking again. I might as well get some fire resistance potion at this point. At this point, that seems like that's the one thing I need. least I'm not a fucking cat, because I would not be able to mine. And I would probably lose my shit. Okay, we're not going that way. That way will just lead us to there. And I think not notification is the... Yep. Cool. So I will use these two beds and then grab about 2 more. Yeah, we'll grab just a couple more. Seeing if we can find some... If we can find anything. And then we will head over to our lovely friend and go raid them. Yeah, we'll grab one more like collection of beds and then we'll go in and head over. Am I even going in the right direction? Hopefully. Yes, we are, because beds are right here. Alright, cool. Whoa, cool, I can walk through fire. That is an awesome discovery. Alright, that is a small thing of lava. Now walk along this way. I thought that quartz was ancient debris for a second. I was like, how the fuck did I walk by this and not notice? Not fall into lava. Not fall into fire. Okay, cool. Gross. Basalts. Creepy nether sounds. Best way to scare the crap out of me. Actually, no, best way to get me to hate the game. Honestly, that's fine. We're fine. God, I hate these fucking 1 block or these fucking areas. Because they always suck. And my pickaxe is about to fucking break. That's a fun thing to see. Oh god, we really just had to walk in to shit like this, huh? I have a feeling I'm gonna fucking walk straight out. No, let's even go test it. No, doesn't seem like... I think we're too far away down. That nothing's going to piss anything off. Hey, there's some quartz. Alright, cool. Do that just a couple more times. Yeah. And the pick's gonna break right now. Yep. Cool, and now we're stuck with the diamond one. To fucking mine through seamless bullshit. I don't know. We might find something within this BS of this stupid fucking biome. We might. Who knows? We might. Basalt biomes suck, but normally they have some good. Well, we're just gonna go this way. We're just gonna start going this way with the 1 bed. Nope, it just leads to more basalt. Cool. Alright. Yeah, this is all just basalt. Cool. Well, that's it for today. It was a very quiet stream, but that's what you kind of get for people not knowing how to respect boundaries and all that in real life. Didn't happen to me, but it happened to someone, so yeah, let's go raid our friend. Let's go raid our friend now. Yeah, let's go. Alright. Catch you all later. Bye bye.